Here's the question. Graph y equals 2 times, open bracket, x minus 2, close bracket, squared plus 3. We need to identify the vertex, the axis of a symmetry, and the y-intercept. Okay, so this graph, again, we will use the vertex form. The vertex form is y is a times x minus h squared plus k. Then you can say the vertex is h comma k, and axis of a symmetry will be x is equal to h. Symmetry. All right, so let's compare this with the question given to us. Y is 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 3. That's my h. That's my k. Now, don't be afraid with this memorizing the standard form, the vertex form. You've done this before. When we had a y is mx plus b, like the moment you see this equation of line, you recognize the m as a slope and b as y-intercept. Just like what we did with the equation of line, if you have a form of parabola given like the vertex form, you should be able to recognize the vertex and axis of a symmetry right away. Now, so we can say the vertex here is 2, 3, and axis of a symmetry is x is equal to 2. Now, why? Because the parabola, because of a is greater than 0, the parabola will have a U shape. Okay, then vertex will be 2, 3, and then axis of a symmetry will be right here. Okay, so let's graph this on the coordinate axis given to us. 2, 3. Now, this is each tick mark is 1. 2, 3 is right here. So that's my vertex. Let's mark it down. That's 2, 3. And then this is important. Now, think about it. This question started with 2 times x squared, right? If you remember the transformation, instead of x, we plug in x minus 2. Instead of y, we plug in y minus 3. Now, remember, y minus 3 is 2 times x minus 2 squared. Y is 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 3. Now, here, these two process is a linear transformation. Linear transformation means it's moving without changing the shape. So, if you remember, graph of y equals 2x squared. It's passing through 2, 2, and when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. When x is equal to negative 1, it's negative. When x is equal to negative 1, it's 2. So this one moved to the right by 1 and 2, and then moved up by 1, 2, 3. So the shape of the graph will not change. So like this. Okay? So like in practice, when you see this, the better way of doing this question is, okay, you know what? Forget about x minus 2 plus 3. Just remember the parent function. Parent function is where you start. 2x squared. You graph it. 0, 0, that's 1. Then 2, negative 1, then 2, like this. So here, 2 is like a, slope from the equation of line. This is a 1, and this is 2. Okay? So that's how you remember the shape of the graph. Okay, so here, axis of a symmetry is something that cuts in half. So graph is symmetric about this axis of a symmetry. Now here x coordinate is 2, so we will say that's x equals 2. So axis of symmetry is x is equal to 2. Now y-intercept, yeah, simple. Plain and simple. Like here, unlike the standard form, it's hard to identify the y-intercept right away. So what we'll do is we plug in 0. This notation means just like, f of 0, okay? So we're trying to figure out the y value when x is equal to 0. So 2 times 0 minus 2 squared plus 3. So we get 2 times 4, that's 8, plus 3, that's 11. So, kind of makes sense because here it's 5, so it's way up there. So y-intercept is 11.